What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we're going to be talking about the data downloads that we got for both JP and for Global. Now, we're going to start off with Global, as most people that do watch me are Global players. So thanks to our good friend Proton here, he likes to do these nice little data downloads for us in a nice little thread. So let's see what we got over here for Global. We got, so AGL LR JIREN, he's finally coming to Global, about time. Tech LR Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, World Tournament Awakening / EZAs, Extreme Super Battle Road Stage 65 Space Traveling Warriors. We're finally getting the last two stages of Supreme Magnificent Battle, Stage 5 and 6. Stage 5 is against UI Goku, and Stage 6 is against the Goku and Frieza. Burst Mode, Pure Destruction and Carnage. I believe that is the Int. I think that's the Int Kid Buu, if I'm correct. I think that's his Burst Mode. So that should be a pretty interesting one to do. Unfortunately, we got World Tournament 56 this weekend. I'm sure people are not looking forward to that. Trade Jewels and a ticket. So let's take a look here. So looks like we got the EZAs for Grandpa Gohan, Int Android 18, AGL Pan. Then we got the JIREN here. Hellfighter 17, STR Hellfighter 17, he is getting his EZA, so that's very good. I'm sorry, not an EZA, I'm sorry, his Awakening. He's getting his Awakening here. Then we got the Gotenks and his card arts and everything. JIREN with his full power. Looks like we're getting a blue stone. Okay, so we'll see what units are going to be on that. And we have this Ryzen Dragon Carnival ticket. Okay. So we got the promo movie as usual. We've got JIREN here, so we got his SSR, TUR, and LR. And then his like transformed form. Then Gotenks. Let me take a look at him. So that's pretty cool SSR art. It should be pretty easy to tell if you pull him. Okay, so that's TUR. And then we have his actual LR art. That's actually pretty good. The shading on that is actually really nice. Okay. Yep, World Tournament Awakening / EZA. So EZA for you, EZA for you, EZA for you. And then we got the Awakening for him. So I do still actually need copies of this Grandpa Gohan. I think he's only at like 55%. So let's see if I got any tickets left. We'll see if we could try to pull a couple copies of him. Extreme Super Battle Road Stage 65 for Space Traveling Warriors. I don't think that's going to be too difficult. Especially with, you know, the most recent units that we got with like Slug and, you know, we got the Bojack EZA and stuff like that. So I think we should be pretty good there. Supreme Magnificent Battle Universe Survival Saga. So yeah, we got Ultra Instant Goku and then the Goku and Frieza. Burst Mode, Pure Destruction and Carnage. Kid Buu's theme for a Minute of Desperation. Yeah, I think this is the Int. I want to say I think this is the Int one. Of course, we got the unfortunate World Tournament. Yeah, definitely don't want to summon on this banner at all. Climb the ranking, blah blah blah. A special blue dragon stone can be acquired when you purchase dragon stones. Okay, so this is a premium stone right here. And the Divine Dragon Carnival ticket. Okay, not the same banner. Okay, so I did see a tweet. Unfortunately, it looks like unfortunately there is going to be two separate banners when it comes down to this. It's a little unfortunate. Did JP? Okay, so JP got everything obviously except JIREN, and they didn't get the tickets. So you know what, it is a little unfortunate. If they are on two separate banners, honestly, the way to finish off this sync, that would be a total L. They just basically handled the sync in like the worst way possible if this is how they're going to end up finishing it. I honestly think that they should have just put both units on the exact same banner and just let us summon for it, because at this point, with how much they have legitimately like for as much as they have, as many banners as they dropped on the global side, they could have at least gave us a Christmas present and said, here you guys go, Jiren is on Gotenks' banner, summon for him, have fun, call it a day. But no, of course not. They're gonna have to separate the banners and make people have to summon on 2 separate banners instead. So yeah, I know a lot of people are gonna be pretty upset about that, which is realistically, I mean, it's pretty, you know, it's understandable, because nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to summon on 2 separate banners when we could have just had one. But okay, so let's see here. So I got the Dokkan info pulled up over here. I did not do an actual like video for when Gotenks' info dropped, so we'll kind of talk about him. We'll check out these EZAs and the Awakening, but I guess first we can kind of talk about Jiren. So Jiren, who has finally shown up, you know, we've been waiting for him for months now. He is our 200% Universe 11 and Universe Survival Saga leader. He gives 3 key to USS, and then he gives 4 key to Universe 11. The way that this guy works, he's okay in base form, but when you get him transformed into his like standby right here, he's unable to attack, but he basically has like 100% damage reduction as long as you get I think it's 5 orbs, right? Plus an additional 100% defense when receiving an attack. Changes key spheres to a certain type to AGL. All allies plus 70% attack 2 turns when the character is in 2nd or 3rd and obtains key spheres in a turn. Yeah, he's pretty much, yeah, defense plus 350%. Reduces damage received by 50% with each key sphere obtained, plus an additional damage reduction of 11%. So yeah, so he gets 50% right here, and then if you get 5 key spheres, he gets 100% damage reduction. So literally the hardest super attacks will do nothing to him. And then once you get him out into this like full power form, he needs to get hit like beforehand. So he has 60% damage reduction. He gets 400% attack and defense. He gets an additional damage reduction of 11% foresees enemies super attacks for 1 turn from his entry turn. Plus an additional 111% attack and defense when he attacks. Great chance of performing a crit with each super attack performed. Plus an additional chance of performing a crit plus 11%. Plus an additional 50% attack. Attacks guaranteed to hit and perform a crit when key is 24. And then plus he gets an additional 50% attack with each super attack received. So for like the Goku and Frieza fight, if you get him out first turn before Goku and Frieza attack, you'll be able to use the scouter. You can see where he's going to be. Typically I think they super in slot 1. So if they do super in slot 1, you'll be able to just kind of slide him in there, let him get hit by the super, and then he's going to do like a 60 million attack stat if you have him rainbowed, and he'll probably end up one-shotting him and you'll be done. Like, it's legitimately like that's how hard he hits. So we'll definitely give him a test run before before we start World Tournament. But that's Jiren kind of in a nutshell. Let's check out Gotenks. So he is one, I did take a look at his kit yesterday, but I didn't make a video on it. So he actually has a really good leader skill. Majin Buu Saga, key 3, 200%. Greatly raises attack defense for 1 turn, costs colossal damage to the enemy. 18 key, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy and greatly lowers defense. So he gets 7 key, 200% attack and defense, which is very good. Plus he gets an additional 77% defense when he receives an attack, and after receiving that attack, gets an additional 77% attack within the same turn. So it kind of have to be like a slot 1 unit. Reduces damage received by 22% for 5 turns from his entry turn. Plus an additional 77% defense and another damage reduction of 33% when there's another final trump card category ally on the team. Okay, so as long as they're on the team, you'll have 33% damage reduction here. You get 22 here, so we're at 55% so far. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow. Okay, rainbow orb changer. Plus an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained. Okay. Plus an additional 100% attack and defense when key is 12 or more. Plus an additional 77% attack and launches an additional super when key is 18 or more. And another additional 77% attack and performs a crit when activating the active skill or when key is 24. So this might be easy to get because he's going to be a rainbow orb changer and he gets an extra 1 key per key sphere obtained. Ooh. And then if you get him to 24 key, he automatically performs a crit, launches an additional super, gets all these buffs, at a high chance of an additional 777% defense within the same turn when receiving a super attack. Okay, so that's what, a 70% chance of an additional 777%? It's insane. Reduces damage received by 44% temporarily and counters with ferocious power when receiving a Ki Blast super. Okay, so if he gets supered, he has 55% damage reduction up here. He gets an additional 44%, then he's sitting at 99% damage reduction. He'll counter. He could also get this 777% defense. Basically, this guy's going to be like literally unstoppable. Like he's not going to take any damage after he receives a super. Within that turn, though. Ah, dude, this guy might actually be really good. He's going to be really good. Active skill massively raises attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to the enemy, defense 77% for 1 turn. Dude, this guy gets a lot of defense. He's got 77% here. He's got 777% here. He's got 100% right here. He's got an additional 77% here. He's got 55% damage reduction. He's getting 77% defense here when he gets hit. And then he's getting 200% here. Like, it's actually kind of insane how much defense this guy is going to be getting. So let's see. Activation condition. Be activated after the character receives an attack 3 or more times in battle, or when there's another final trump card category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Okay. I mean, honestly, this will probably be pretty easy to get with how the new like fights are. They attack a lot. So you can put him in slot 1. He can get hit 3 times right away, and then boom, next. Yeah. There's a 4th turn. Yeah, so he can get hit 3 times turn 1, and he should be able to activate his active skill right away. Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fuse Fighter over in a Flash Fierce Battle, the Innocence legendary power. He has a very good link set right here. Shares 6 out of 7 links with the blue fusions. That's so funny. You know who leads final trump card? These guys. Yeah, you're a final trump card leader. You're a final trump card leader. You can run these guys on. Well, you couldn't run. So the only thing is you can't run them on the team together under his leader skill. You could run this guy though. Could run Super Vegito. He's on final trump card as well. They share 5 out of 7 links together too. This Gotenks is gonna be fun. He's got a lot of categories too, like buff for Majin Buu Saga, buff for Fusion, buff for Hybrid, buff for Super Saiyan 3, buff for Youth, buff for Kamehameha, final trump card, special pose, rapid growth, saviors, connected hope, gifted warriors, heavenly events, time limit, mastered evolution, entrusted will, power beyond Super Saiyan, fused fighters, and earthbred fighters. Oh, they're on earthbred fighters. I didn't think that the other ones were. You are on earthbred fighters. I thought the fusions weren't on earthbred fighters. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be a very good this Gotenks is gonna be very good, man. I can't wait to summon for him and use him. And you know what's gonna be great about this? Is we're probably getting a Super Vegito in the 10th anniversary, and he's gonna fit right on his team. Vegito's probably gonna be it's probably like a new leader skill, use fighters, Majin Buu Saga maybe. You know what I mean? He's gonna be on these categories where he'll probably get a 200% under the new Super Vegito. Yeah, they're doing everything right. They're doing everything right for us. I guess let's kind of take a look at these 4 real quick just to see if they're any good. Grandpa Gohan raises defense for 1 turn, costs supreme damage to the enemy, greatly lowers defense. 150% attack and defense. 3 ki plus an additional 150% attack and defense when there's an ally or enemy whose name includes Goku Youth. High chance of evading enemies' attacks. Plus an additional chance of evading enemies' attacks plus 15% for 1 turn from the character's entry turn. Plus an additional chance of evading plus 5% per Dragon Ball Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. Plus an additional chance of evading enemies' attacks plus 5% starting from the turn in which this character evades the 5th attack in battle. Plus an additional chance of evading plus 8% starting from the turn in which this character evades the 8th attack in battle. Plus an additional 150% attack and defense, and a high chance of performing a crit for 5 turns after evading an attack. Attacked enemies attack minus 30% for 2 turns. This guy's got a lot of dodge, huh? So he's got, what, 70% chance to dodge here. Plus 15% for 1 turn. Plus 5% per Dragon Ball Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. So that could be an additional 10%. Plus another 5, so that'd be 15. Plus 8, so that'd be 23. Yeah, so you can be sitting at like a damn near 93% chance to dodge, I think. This is insane. This guy's gonna be better dodge unit than AGL UI Goku. And he links with him. You got an easy A as well. There's your youth Goku that you need on the team. Well, I guess Path to Power Goku would probably work a little bit better though. Yeah, he'd probably work better. Grandpa Gohan looks okay. I mean, other than just dodging and dodging, that's all he's really doing. He's got good attack and defense, but mainly he's a dodge unit. Android 18 causes supreme damage to the enemy, raises attack and defense by 50% for 3 turns. She gets 3 ki, 180% attack and defense. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super. Plus an additional 180% attack and defense for 3 turns after receiving an attack. High chance of evading enemies' attacks. Plus an additional 180% attack, and launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super for 3 turns after dodging. Launches an additional super when there's another android's category ally on the team. She might be pretty interesting. She might work pretty well on an android's team, actually. 108% attack and defense here. You got 108% attack and defense here. An additional 180% attack right there. Launch an additional attack that can become a super for 3 turns after dodging, which he has a high chance of doing that. Then launches an additional guaranteed additional super if there's an android category ally on the team. Yeah, she's probably gonna be pretty good. I think she's actually gonna be really good. This Pan got over here. Raise attack for 4 turns. Greatly raise defense for 1 turn. Cause supreme damage to the enemy and seal supers. 200% attack and defense. High chance of evading enemies' attacks. Plus an additional 100% attack and defense. And a chance of evading enemies' attacks. Plus 20% within the same turn. Before the character receives an attack. Okay, so she's kind of like Tech Pan. Kind of like her ability there. Plus an additional 150%. Well, not Tech Pan. This is actually more so like AGL, Super Easy A, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Plus an additional 150% attack and defense for 5 turns after dodging an attack. 3 key, all attacks become crits, and launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super as the first attacker in a turn. Launch an additional super as the second or third attacker. Plus an additional 100% attack when the target enemy's attack is sealed. And they're really loving to put dodge. They're putting dodge on a lot of these units. Do they do the same thing for you? Do you have dodge in here? High chance of evading enemies' attacks. They went like full dodge on literally all of these guys. Let's see. Raise attack and defense for 1 turn. This is just awakening. This is not Easy A, by the way. This is just the awakening for this STR Hellfighter 17. So raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Cause supreme damage to the enemy. Greatly lower attack. Earn a 70% attack and defense. High chance of evading enemies' attacks. Plus an additional 170% attack and defense. And a chance of evading enemies' attacks. Plus 17% when performing a super. Plus an additional 100% attack and 70% defense. And launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there's another android or artificial lifeform category ally attacking the same turn. Androids category allies key 1 30% attack and 20% defense. Artificial lifeform key +1 30% attack, 20% defense. So basically Android saga characters or Android units are getting 2 key, 60% attack, 40% defense. He's on androids, artificial lifeforms, and target Goku. So you'll probably only run him on an android team, to be honest. Artificial lifeform probably as well. I mean, I guess target Goku also works because a lot of them are androids and artificial lifeforms anyway. So this guy's gonna be a really good support unit. He actually would work pretty well with that android. The Android 18 maybe. Probably not. It looks like he's gonna work best with the Hellfighter 17s, or the Android 17s, I should say. Share 6 out of 7 links together. Okay, yeah. So I guess that's kind of pretty much everything that we've got. Let me know down in the comments below what your guys' thoughts are for this Gotenks, and are you guys gonna be summoning for him? Also, are you going to be summoning for JIREN if they are 2 separate banners, or if they do end up being 1 banner together? Are you guys going to summon? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. And if you guys are new here, hit that subscribe as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.
Brother Russia, the whale of whales, rainbow everything, buying all the sales. Dokkan battle, I reign supreme. 10K stones, it's not a dream.